Yes, people, what's going on? Las Vegas Raiders 31, Miami Dolphins 28. Lost it in overtime. Not happy at all. It's a real problem. It's coming to a point that's really frustrating. That I'm sitting here again for the second week saying the exact same thing. Last week we obviously got annihilated. Jacoby Brissett comes in. It's a last minute thing. It happens during the game. The offense doesn't click. Again, this time round, the offense doesn't click. In the fourth quarter, when it did, it's too late. It's too late. We sent it to overtime. We dragged it out a bit more. But to be honest with you, I was kind of just getting ready to just accept it in the fourth quarter. I mean, I didn't ever look at us unless we won the toss. I texted my mate, the second we lost the toss, I knew we'd lost. Generally because I thought they were going to go and score in their first possession. And it's nothing to do with the defense's fault, not at all. But the offense stayed on the field for such a little amount of time and did anything of any real purpose that would actually work and wear down the Raiders as a team, as a whole. They didn't do anything like that. And all they allowed was the offense of the Raiders to come onto the field and then the defense of the Dolphins to, oh yeah, go on, get us out of this one again, mate. Get us out of this one. We had the pick six, which is, of course, fantastic, buzzing, great play. But, I mean, the damage is done. The damage is already done. Because if you're spending your whole game going, oh yeah, get the defense on, they'll sort it for us. They can't solve everything. They cannot solve everything. And I looked at the way that we play today, and we know we've got offensive line issues. But I'm going to go back to the same point I said last week. You know, last year we had 3 first-round picks. We spent one on Tua, the 5th overall. We spent the 18th overall, I think it was, on Austin Jackson. And then we spent one on Noah Igbenogany. Now, I haven't seen any of Noah Igbenogany. He hasn't really been doing anything. Now, I'm not saying that he's a bad football player, but I'm a realist. I mean, I'm looking at some of these players that are playing. Ruggs had a massive day today. He was taken in the same draft last year. Not saying I would have taken him, but I'm looking at first-round draft picks from other teams and comparing them. Why did we spend one on Noah Igbenogany? And the way that he's been playing, why did we spend one on Austin Jackson? I know we need to help our offensive line, but you know, you've got to start to question some of the scouting. Tua, we haven't seen anything either from this season. Again, because of the injuries. And week one, he obviously got the dub, which is great. But, I mean, it just seems like 3 draft picks potentially wasted. I want to be one or two as biggest fans. And, you know, we have to look at ourselves. You know, we can say all of this stuff, all the Raiders did this well. We didn't stop them from doing anything not well. You know, we allowed it to happen to us. And again, it's not the defense's fault. It's the fact that we lose every single line battle that we're in, whether it be on the offensive side of the ball or the defensive side of the ball. We can go and rush the QB, and we had a couple of sacks today, which is great. But again, you've still got the underlying problem that you're losing every battle on the offense or on the line of scrimmage. You're losing every battle. Again, one of these battles, they might be small little losses. One of them's going to be big, and there was a few like that today where they just run straight through us, and it happened last week as well. Early in the game against the Buffalo Bills, the run defense is not there. But again, are we moaning about the defense not being good? No. We're moaning about the fact that they constantly have to dig us out of holes because the offense doesn't do anything. It turned up in the fourth quarter today. Brilliant. Game was already done by then. It was over. It's finished. They scored 22, 23, whatever, 22 unanswered points. Whatever it was. Really, lads? No, 25 unanswered points. Really? Is that what we aspire to be championship caliber? Is that what you're classing? 22 or 25, whatever it was, unanswered points. And we're sitting there like mugs. We went 14-0 up. The game was in our control. We could do what we wanted to do. But one thing happened, and it was the most stupid play call I've seen in a long, long time. Why the hell are you throwing a screen pass in your own end zone? It's ridiculous. And it just set the standard for the entirety of the rest of the game. The offense stopped from that point. Jalen Waddle stopped from that point. Neither is not his fault, not Brissett's fault. Who called that play? Who called it? Because they need to be held accountable for the 2 points that we may not have given up there, and we instantly gave the ball back to them when I'm pretty sure they scored on as well. I mean, if you get out of the end zone, or if you actually do a bit more to delay it and give yourself a chance, then yeah, we might be sitting in a different situation. We might have won the game by 2 points. Lovely little road win. Don't have to play well, but you get the dub. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. I could go through every single score. The pick six is the highlight of the game. Of course it is for us. That happened in the first 5 minutes. Get over it. Get over it. It's gone. It's happened. It's finished. Move on. And we just didn't. You know, the defence obviously did their bit, but they can't do everything. The offence felt like, again, it was 14-0 up. Oh, let's just coast. But we've got too many of the same types of player. We've got the small, tricky, little, fast, you know, good movement players in. Someone like Fuller, someone in Salvan Ahmed, someone in Gaskin, someone in Malcolm Brown, someone in, didn't play today, but Albert Wilson, Jakeem Grant. All these guys are doing the same job. They're all doing the same job. Why are you paying all of them? Why? Obviously, you need a couple of different running backs, but you look at someone like Derrick Henry, of course, I know we're talking about Derrick Henry, one of the best in the league, but a big physical back, something that we can rely on. We don't really have that here. We don't, because we keep wanting to play the short little passes everywhere. Well, here's a kind of news flash for you. If you continue to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, and there's no change, that's called insanity. That is called insanity. And we kept doing the same thing today, dumping little passes off. And more often than not, they're underthrown. That I'll put on Jacoby Brissett, that's fine. But the rest of it, honestly, it was just embarrassing to watch, honestly. And, I mean, I'm up here in London. Again, I always say it every week I'm from London, but I'm here in London, I'm in the UK. I mean, it's 25 past midnight or whatever it is, past midnight. And I've just stayed up to watch that. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. And again, they're coming over to London to play. And we're all buzzing. Of course, we're gutted that Tua's probably going to miss out. But Jesus, lads, come on. You know, just give us something. Make other people think about what you're going to do. Next week, we've got a great opportunity against the Colts to go and get a win. Because if we don't get a win, then the following week after that, we play the Bucks. And then we play in London against the Jags, who will have all the support in the world. So we could potentially lose that. We're looking at a 1-5 team, and we were talking about potentially going to the Super Bowl. Wild card team and coming in and, oh yeah, we're going to give it a good old go this year. Complete different turnaround. Things need to change and things need to happen as soon as possible. And it's all on the offensive side of the ball. The defense needs to work on the run, you know, on the run D. That's fine. That can be worked on. But when they're constantly having to be on the field all the time, trying to come out with the goods, we can't be surprised with them when they don't always do it. Fed up, honestly. I don't want to blame B-Flow. I don't want to blame anyone in particular. The whole organisation needs to look at itself. Because again, I was talking about draft picks. I've spoken about the future. I've spoken about all different stuff. What are we going to do that's going to change this? What are we going to do? Patrick Mahomes is a 1-2 at the moment for the Chiefs. They don't have one way of playing. They have multiple ways of playing. This year, they've started to go towards more one way, and they can't do it. The Baltimore Ravens, they were lucky today against the Detroit Lions, because Lamar Jackson's got one real way of playing, and Detroit, to be fair to them, dealt with it. Come on, lads. You can't put it all on the offense. You can't put it all on the defense. But when the defense is constantly being worked, and the offense is in and out in seconds, it's not right, is it? It's not right. I'm going to go. I'm fed up. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you're new around here. Over 500 subscribers, so I'm buzzing. But I am not happy. I'm not happy at all.